Hello everyone, my name is Scootaloo Love Sands. Welcome to this video. Sorry for not posting as often as I used to. Animation is getting a little harder now, cause it's getting more difficult for me to stay on track of what I'm supposed to be doing. In fact, I've been putting off this video for so long, but that was only because my mic was broken for a while. Like I said in my apology to Cushley, my mic is broken, but I fixed it now. And I was gonna make this once I got a new microphone, but I feel like I should make this either now or never. No speed paint for today. Deal with it. Now, this is the first video that I'm going to be making in the series where I explain the backstories of all the AUs where Scootaloo roams. Well, I explain the backstories of Scootaloo herself. But I guess I'll also explain how the AU works and, what it is, since I apparently know about AUs more than other people do. So I'm going to have to. I'm not bragging, it's just I get a lot of comments saying they don't know what these AUs are, so that should be fun. For this episode, I decided to do HorrorTale. HorrorTale. That's so hard for me to say, I'm not sure why. The reason I'm doing this one first is because I'm going in order of what AUs I put first in the video. I'm not going to do the original Scootaloo first. I don't remember why. I'm just going to do HorrorTale. Now, before we talk about Scootaloo, I have a feeling I need to explain, what HorrorTale is. Even though most of you probably know, I like to hear things summarized, because I'm really weird. Let me first get out of the way that HorrorTale is still in development. The creator isn't finished with it yet, but we are getting a pretty clear idea of what it is. The creator, Sour Apple Studios, I'll leave a link to their DeviantArt in the description for they make comics about HorrorTale and basically a script of what's going to happen in the game. And they are in development of a game, or a demo is out at least, and you can play it right now. I'll leave a link to that as well. Now, in HorrorTale, it's a little different from Undertale, as you can probably tell, because they're two different universes. Frisk has been renamed Eliza. I'm not sure why, but that you can ask the developer. Like the original, you're supposed to guide Frisk through the underground without her getting killed. It's the same premise with HorrorTale. I actually thought I could explain what HorrorTale was about, but it appears that I'm drawn a blank. I don't know what to say about it. The point is, it's a very well scripted and very well thought out AU, and with that, it is very, very difficult to add a good character to another person's story without it sounding like a Mary Sue. Especially when in the original, they're in a relationship with Sans. Alright, now I think I need to say this really quickly. Each AU that you saw Scootaloo in, well, it's sort of split in two, one being the original version, and the other being the pony version, where Scootaloo lives. For example, the AU that my little Scootaloo character is in is completely different from Undertale, and with that the backstory is different. So just keep that in mind. Don't kill me, please. Please! And they're all kind of built the same way. They're both connected. MLP and Undertale. And in order for me to do that, I had to put Mount Ebbet in Ponyville. I hid it away in the Everfree Forest. And only people who are dumb enough to go through there can find the mountain and fall down into the pit of monsters. I think I'm gonna stop right there. I think you get the point. The point I was trying to get at is that Mount Ebbet is in Ponyville. And that's how Scootaloo got to Mount Ebbet. It's explained in the backstory I wrote for Scootaloo. It's not on DeviantArt, but it's explained in the backstory I wrote for her how Frisk found the mountain, but that'll be explained in a different video, alright? Cool. Now back to the story. Scootaloo had a perfect life. She was actually in a very rich family, and she had lots of friends. I won't go into details about how she found the mountain, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say she was dared by some very, very stupid friends. She was dared to go into the forest, and eventually found Mount Ebbet. And she didn't go back and inform her friends of where she was going. I mean to the mountain. That's what I'm talking about. They knew she was going in the forest. That just sounded weird. Upon climbing the mountain, she found a hole which led into the underground. Most of these backstories will go. A gust of wind pushed her into the hole, and she was unable to fly out. the fall couldn't kill her because reasons. Skipping how she met Toriel, she crossed into Snowdin where she met Sans and Papyrus. Only, instead of greeting her the way he greeted Frisk in the original, he tried to kill her! Yep, that's right. It's not happy. They didn't fall in love at first sight. No, he tried to kill her. She escaped the first time, but after a while, he did end up murdering her and making her into fucking hot dogs. Yep, bet you didn't see that one coming, did ya? However, there is a huge cross in this story, because Scootaloo turned into an angry spirit when she died. She will go and haunt Sans when his brother isn't around. Let me keep this in mind. Scootaloo and Sans hate each other in HorrorTale. They hate each other. They despise each other. Sans is very annoyed by the fact that she is still able to bother him, and she is angry at the fact that he is still alive. She will not dissipate into little ghost fumes until Sans is dead, and she cannot kill him for some reason. She can touch him. That kind of ruins it. Sans is kind of her main focus, though she does have other friends. For example, Flowey, Eliza, and Temtem. It hasn't been confirmed whether Temmie Village exists in HorrorTale, since the creator hasn't gotten that far, but I did see a few pictures that some fans made of Temmie if she were in HorrorTale. And in the original, Scootaloo is friends with Temmie, so she would be in HorrorTale as well. Despite being a ghost, Scootaloo still needs to eat, and she refuses to get food from Sans or Papyrus. So instead she goes to Temmie and gets the little Temmie flakes. She even offers them to Eliza, but she refuses those as well, as she doesn't know what's in them. I don't know if it's still construction paper, but I have a feeling it's like ground meat. Maybe. Just maybe. Again, I'm not sure. I don't know, because the creator hasn't gotten that far. But we're just gonna say right now that it's construction paper. Maybe. So other than Temtem, Flowey, Eliza, Sans and Papyrus, as well as Toriel, maybe? I don't think Scootaloo would remember Toriel. Those are the only people that Scootaloo really knows, since most of her attention is pushed on the Sans, trying to kill him, but she can't. And if she tries, she'll fail miserably. It's a vicious cycle. She tries to kill him and he tries to kill her, but it can't be done. I guess Scootaloo is sort of a side character in most of the story. She doesn't usually interact with the main base. She likes Eliza, but she can't always focus on her, since she's usually focused on Sans, trying to kill him. What I'm trying to say is that she's not that important to the story. She's just really, really mean. But now that we're kind of out of the way of the story, since there's not much else I can tell about her story itself, I'm gonna talk about some traits that she has. 1. Her wings are fucking broken. She can fly. She's just got these weird demon wings that I gave her, and I didn't get rid of them because they look cool, and they kind of signify that she's dead. Something cool she can do, in her ghost form, if a body part is chopped off of her, then the original body part will fade to dust, and a new one will regrow in its place, which is kind of cool. I mean, she can't lose body parts. She's like a lizard. Scootaloo's a lizard! I guess what's another cool little thing that she can do is that she can choose who can see her, and she can choose who can, like, touch her physically. No, I'm not talking in a dirty way. I mean, like, if you tried to poke her and she doesn't like you, you probably won't be able to touch her, because she's really mean. And I'm afraid the only reason she's turned into a ghost is because of the source of vengeance, which is not a good reason to stay alive. Her soul refuses to give up until Sans is dead, and I think we all know that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Poor Scootaloo. Also, by the way, about the transitor meme that I'm probably uploading right after I upload this, which you've probably seen already, those ghosts that Scootaloo are fighting, HorrorTale Scootaloo is the exact same ghost as those little creatures. So that's cool. She's fighting dead people. Now, I bet hearing all about Scootaloo, you're probably wondering about, you know, Apple Bloom and Sweetie Belle. Well, in HorrorTale, kind of like the original one I made, AU-wise, Sweetie Belle and Apple Bloom are Scootaloo's sisters, just because. And they are unaware that Scootaloo is dead, and are currently looking for her on the surface. They refuse to believe that she's dead unless they have any proof, and they don't have any. There are missing signs everywhere. Please help us find our sister. Apple Bloom is extremely depressed, and Sweetie Belle keeps trying to get her mind off of it, and their mother is nowhere to be found. It's very, very, very sad, now that I'm saying it out loud. But anyway, that's all for this video. If you have a request for an AU that I have probably never heard about, leave it in the comments and I'll try to see if I can write a backstory for that one. And I don't know, let's see where this gets us. Let's just, if I left out anything that you're curious about, ask a question in the comments, and I'll try to check those out as well. My name is Scootaloo Love Sands, and goodbye. This is today's fan art. I am doing that now since I can't really make another video showcasing the fan art that people have made for me. If you guys would like to send me fan art, I will leave a link to my DeviantArt in the description, as well as the deviant who made me this piece. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.